definitely clashing. Kha'Zix looking for his first taste of any body shots. This fight not going to happen. X Squeeze is too good with the builds. They're going to be going all the way towards the skies. Falconly, though, already down. FORTNITE takes him out. And now Andalex and Squeeze, they're there. A full wipe. Don't make a mistake. And I feel like everyone's down. That was so fast. Clinical, clean. No one on Andalex's team took any damage.
Very nicely done. Usually that is not a detour when they get into a set lobby. They've already rotated usually about the 9-minute mark. They're already towards the center of the map. But so these are what we're seeing. ZQ, not slated to land there at all, has changed his drop spot. So we've got to keep an eye on that development as we're seeing now a new kind of a temporary king. I don't know what you call that. Sapphic, Patrick, and Default here using the old school, I guess the dirty docs of, I hate to say it, of Thomas AC and Nazi Flick. It breaks my heart when it, I got to bring that up because they're not here today.
Yeah, if you're watching FSS for the first time, there used to be a team that lands exactly where the POV of the top right teams is landing here for multiple seasons. That's Thomas, Anas, and Flick. This season, unable to qualify for the finals. This new trio, the Centric Cyber Legend combination, ends up taking over the POI. We'll see what they can do today. It's very strong, and Thomas's team in the past has been very close to even winning FNCS's. It'll be their first run here in the finals out of this spot.
All right, here it is. Zone 1 has been revealed. Actually, this is actually Zone 2 that's been this is Zone 1, I'm sorry, but I'm just getting ahead of myself because I'm thinking about who has the advantage here, and that is definitely going to be Aqua. Aqua is going to have a huge advantage of that. Those green arrows you see on the left side, right near Believer Beast, that is Tayson's trio, but you have to look dead center right there at Bony Burbs. That is Aqua's trio going to be standing strong. So this is going to be quite interesting, and no doubt, if the pink arrows are way up there, that has to be Hen, Janus, and Chapix, who are kind of coming or making this rotation from the dead side coming down into the south. So that's what's developing here. Zone 1. This is going to be a nice opportunity for those northern to center trios to get a huge amount of points on the leaderboard, Child.
Yeah, when it's a zone like this, a lot of the teams that have POIs uncontested, there was a stat on screen earlier as well, have a huge advantage to move out, do what they need to do. When it's a north zone here too, looking at the rivers, the trees, small hills, it's very easy to end up controlling large quadrants of the map. You can't really do that as well at the south. Mountains are a bit too big. You can take shots at a lot of people, but you can't really stop them from pushing up near you. You can see though, Sapphic, Putric, Default, no one's really super based up beside them. The closest trio, which is Refs Guards, it's actually pretty far away, so they get to do what they want to do when they end up moving out from here, and that's kind of replicated all throughout the map. Malabuka's trio right there you see on screen have the entire barn, all of Orchard to themselves, and right now Void, Karma, Fastroki, they roll in what is now Bony Burbs a little bit after off spawn. See what they can do from here.
I have a question for you. When it comes to those three trios, do you see them being much more aggressive during the rotations? Like, they didn't really get that many tags. So you have uncontested dirty, you have a split happening in steamy stacks. If no big trades are happening when it comes to elimination, Shio, that just means they're gonna be much more aggressive in the rotations, and that just means more chaos will happen on that side of the map.
Yeah, I mean, why would they be aggressive though, right? That's the first question we have to answer, because in Fortnite Battle Royale, when it comes to competitive, Storm Surge is the thing. If you're also watching for the first time today, what this basically means is that a lot of the teams who are playing are gonna have to deal damage, or the server starts to shoot lightning down on them for being a little bit too passive. That's what Sancho's talking about. A lot of these teams haven't really been shooting sniper shots. If you listen for a second, you're not really hearing any ARs or shots to be taken around the field. A lot of these teams now will be forced to attack each other, look for openings just a little bit, because that is kind of the cycle of gameplay, right? You just watched a bunch of off-spawn fights happen. In the mid-game, it's all about making bases, taking shots. And then it's the end game of Fortnite, the chaos going for the win. Chulex and Void, they might look at each other to take those shots, might not be looking for full elims right here, but any damage they can do, making sure to knock off those shields, keep up that number, the threshold, so they don't fall below everyone else around them.
Now we're pushing down south to all the trios landing in south as Malabuka gets knocked. Bubak's in trouble right here, down to 35 HP. These are the engagements that you're going to see throughout the entire weekend, and we're going to take an closer eye on what engagements are going to happen and what adjustments will be made. Kylie, Aware, and Bubak right now. Camp Cod, that's not an easy rotation. You're just seeing how difficult it can be. And these pit stops, dipping into the heals, dipping into the resources. And so you can see, Analyx 4ZR, they already had an engagement. They're a little bit of wounded, but it's still a change, like one of those dangerous trios out there who are going to definitely utilize that permapad But it looks like FortZR and Analyx are going to try to get out via the IO vehicle. And there's still one solo underneath this entire engagement, just hiding out.
Trying to see what they can do when it comes to Bubak, Kylie, and Aware. These guys also rolled in from the semifinals. Overall, close to the top of their heat. That means, you know, it took them a little bit of a while to get things rolling. A lot of people who rolled in through qual weeks are kind of the stronger trios who took control of everyone around them. These guys, although they played very well, they weren't as, in terms of qualifying for the finals, up against some of the best trios in Europe. Right now, facing a much harder lobby, facing legends. They have to really switch up their play style. Yes, they get aggressive. They like to latch onto a few trios, bully them as they go across, and try to push everyone away. That might not be possible when you're up against the best of the best.
Now, that was a very smart disengagement, Analyx. As you see, they are taking a pit stop in the pit of the aftermath, considering that they have to work really hard to get back those resources that they used in that engagement with ZQ's trio. And you're seeing Bubak, Kylie, and Aware doing really well with the Storm Surge. It's been revealed 16 people have to go down here, and they're about 200 plus over. But this is what I'm talking about. When you're Analyx's trio, they don't want to be anywhere near that. When you see how well they